So, how do you feel about an old man calling underage teens?
Ripe, fertile age.
Now, this video may be old news to you, but it is new news to me because I had not seen it until yesterday. This video came out in 2024, and it is a House representative for the state of New Hampshire, and he was fighting for underage marriage. So, let's go ahead and watch this video together, real quick, and then we will talk about it.
Do you agree with the point of view that if we continually restrict the freedom of marriage as a legitimate social option, when we do this to people who are of ripe, fertile age, and may have a pregnancy and a baby involved, are we not in fact making abortion a much more desirable alternative when marriage might be the right solution for some freedom-loving couple?
Nothing quite like an old white man talking about ripe underage teens to get you really just excited for underage marriage. He did go on to defend what he said using ripe and fertile. I'm not so concerned with using the word fertile because it is accurate whenever a person hits puberty that they are a fertile person. But calling a underage teenager ripe is not okay under any circumstances, and it just seems to give us a little peek into his vocabulary and the way that his brain works. Yeah. So if you're like me and you needed to know if he had a defense, you betcha. You got to keep in mind that I was looking at 375 people over the age of 65. And the word was intended to grab a bunch of old people's attention to remind them of what it was like to be a teenager. I'm not understanding how calling an underage child ripe brings back the good old days. Like that's just not an appropriate word. I'm sorry, I could just can't get over it. I did come across an article that talked a lot about child marriage, and right here I found to be a really good point. And it says that child marriage is a pervasive issue with far reaching consequences, including increased risk of poverty, limited educational opportunities, and heightened vulnerability to domestic violence. Among other concerns, child marriages are often forced marriages between young girls and adult men. Like, obviously, I could go on and on with research and quotes and stuff, but I'm going to go ahead and end it with this one from Rep. Alicia Gregg. And her quote says, "We decided just recently adults should not be looking at minors as marriage material."